Hello, welcome to Ology and thank you for taking an interest in our business coaching opportunity. This is a truly unique and very exciting proposition. There's no doubt that you have plenty of questions, and what we've decided to do is let some of our existing franchisees talk you through their reasons for joining us and what you can expect when you become part of the network. We hope you find the next few minutes helpful.
The best part of being an Ology coach is that what I enjoy is meeting different people. There is no routine. You don't know what you're going to be doing a couple of months down the line. You don't know what sort of person you're going to be dealing with. You don't know what the circumstance of their business, and that I find very exciting.
I chose Ology Business Coaching because I wanted to do something that was really going to stretch me and help me achieve more than I had done in my career to date. So I felt there was no better way to do that than being self-employed. But I also wanted the support of an organisation around me and was very mindful of the franchise maxim, which is working for yourself but not by yourself.
I chose Ology mainly because it came out of a lot of research I did with other coaching organisations. I was definite about going into coaching, but not sure who with. And I extensively worked with a lot of other organisations, competitor organisations and not so competitor organisations. And for me, Ology represented best experience and best practice put together. There was a credibility and aura that I found was missing elsewhere, and for me it was a natural choice there.
The most exciting, interesting part for being involved with Ology, I think, are manifold. Firstly, it's encouraging and nurturing the new franchisees, watching them develop as individuals. It's me changing as a guy as I go through the coaching procedure. I'm, pretty much towards the end of my first step. I am an accredited coach. I want to become a fully internationally mastered, recognised coach. And it's the fun. At the end of the day, if this isn't fun, then why do it?
Ology is a business coaching franchise, and fundamentally that's very different from any traditional interventions like training or consultancy. The big difference is all Ology franchisees are professionally accredited and trained business coaches, and there's a huge difference in the way you interact with your clients through that process.
For us, the attributes of a competent business coach is somebody who has excellent listening skills, extremely competent communicators. They also understand the behavioural styles of people so they can affect the most positive change.
All our franchisees receive a minimum of 20 days initial training and support in the first 12 months. 5 days of that's provided by our coaching partner, that's the Adler International Learning. And we're actually the first franchise, the first and only franchise to take our franchisees through professional coach certification, and that's particularly important when we're working with clients.
I started my training just over 2 weeks ago, and I spent the first week in training at Warrington at Ology's headquarters. That consisted mainly of the sort of sales and marketing side of things, a little bit of an introduction to coaching, and some work on disc profiling and behavioural profiling.
You feel relaxed, you feel that there's no way that you would ask something stupid. They break down everything, there's an awful lot to learn, there's a lot more available, but they do take you through a very structured process, which makes you feel very comfortable that you can learn, and the way that they break it down and deliver it to you is understandable. It's a lot of fun as well. We did have a lot of fun.
I would go so far as to say it was quite life-changing, really. I kind of felt as though I'd walked into the training, seen the world in one way, and came out of it seeing the world in quite a different way.
At Ology, we think it's really important to recognise people's achievement and their development. Today we've handed out a number of certificates to people who've been going through the coach certification process. We had, I think, about 12, 13 people who went through, and we were able to recognise and celebrate their success in that process.
Lead Alling.
The best part of being an Ology coach, I guess there's no one thing. It's lots of little things that are great. It's freedom to work when you like. It's variety, because coaching is often about working with lots of people on relatively short timescales, a few hours a month.
It is a whole different way of life, and it took me a bit of time to actually come to terms with that. Now I have, it's a lifestyle, which I enjoy, and there's no way I'm going back to a corporate environment working for someone else.
Thank you for taking the time to get more of an insight into the Ology proposition, and I hope that this has whet your appetite to take your inquiry further. There's no doubt that as you go through the process, the uniqueness, the value and the benefit of this will become increasingly apparent to you. And as directors, we always get involved in the final decision to take somebody on board, so hopefully we'll get the chance to meet with you face to face. Thanks again for looking at Ology, the world's first and only professionally accredited business coaching franchise.